Let me ask you a question, Chris. Would you be surprised if I told you that the Navy has credited you with over 160 kills?
Taya Kyle loved and lost the man we now know as the American Sniper. He wrote a book by that name, and now a movie by the same name chronicles Chris Kyle's life and will also help carry on his work. And Chris's wife Taya joins us this morning. Thank you so much for being here. First of all, Bradley Cooper plays your husband in this movie that is due out in some cities Christmas, some special showings Christmas Day, nationwide in January. And Bradley actually thought he was going to be working hand in hand with your husband before his untimely death.
Correct.
When your husband found out that Bradley Cooper was going to be playing him, what did he think?
Well, you know what, honestly, we knew that Bradley had been supportive of veterans before, so that was important to him.
Mm-hmm.
And we knew he could play a range of emotions, and
Right.
Chris was extremely funny, so that was a plus. But he did tell him that if he came to Texas, or when he came to Texas, that he would have to tie him to the back of his truck and drag him down the street to knock some of the pretty off of him first. And Bradley laughed and, you know.
Thought Bradley was a little too pretty,
Yeah.
huh? And well, Bradley says after your husband was murdered, he felt even more pressure to get this portrayal right, to make sure that he was doing the best he could to portray Chris. I mean, in fact, he even said that on the first day of shooting, if I didn't feel like I was Chris, if I didn't feel like Chris was there with us, I was going to walk off the set. Yes. When you hear something like that, I mean, because then you worked with Bradley then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. I didn't do it on set. I worked with Jason Hall, the writer,
Right.
and then got to know Bradley through it a little bit,
Yeah.
and even more so after the movie was made. But he's an incredible actor, number one, and then he has this amazingly big heart, and he put everything into this. I mean, went so far above and beyond anything he had to do for audiences. I have a tremendous amount of respect and gratitude for him.
That's got to be so tough, because I know that there's a lot of people who see a movie about a loved one that has passed on, and it's got to be hard to watch a whole lifetime fit into this movie. And you've seen the movie, you've seen it a couple times.
Yeah.
How was it watching it?
You know, it's different every time I see it, and I'm in awe, and I feel so blessed that they got it right. I mean, they really did, and I feel like it's a blessing to veteran families and even first responder families who can relate to that dynamic between husband and wife and taking your home life to the battlefield and the battlefield home. It's turned out to be an even bigger blessing than I would have imagined, honestly.
Yeah, I know the premiere of the film, I heard that there was, the director, Clint Eastwood, said that basically it was just this huge memorial to Chris, and that's exactly how they wanted it. I'm assuming you were there?
Yes.
Yeah, and what was that like?
You know, it was just, it was full of emotion, and a lot of it was just knowing that Clint and Bradley, Sienna, Jason Hall, the writer, they all put so much heart and work into this. I mean, truly above and beyond anything they really had to do to make a good movie, that it was just very emotional. I mean, you could feel the energy of all these people who truly love Chris.
Yeah, our viewers are curious, how are your kids doing? How are you doing? I know it doesn't get easier.
It doesn't, it gets different. I think that's what I'm learning, is that there is no really end game to grief. It just is something you learn to live with. But my kids have ridiculously strong faith, and kids are resilient, and they're full of love and light and laughter. They bring that to me, and in that way, I think I'm really, really blessed.
Yeah. Well, Merry Christmas to your family.
Merry Christmas
and thank
to
you
you
for coming. We appreciate it. We do want to let everyone know, coming up in a few weeks, January 14th, there's going to be a screening of American Sniper at Cinemark West Plano, and that benefits the Chris Kyle Frog Foundation. So you definitely want to check that out. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.